Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is Tuesday, 22nd July 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. What an interesting day it was yesterday, and what an interesting start to the week. At the beginning, both Nifty and Bank Nifty went below the Friday's lows. So the analysts jumped in and said now the trend will continue downwards. And lo and behold, like any typical bullish phase, the bulls trapped the bears and they cooked them. Mostly analysts, I'm saying I'm a little bit surprised that in a bull market, we have seen a bull market. You could say from February end, but most people have not reconciled to the higher prices. They are looking at prices to be lower. They are looking at any small negatives and thinking that the prices will crash. And there are a lot of analysts over the weekend who all said that the prices are now going to crash this week, and the results are not good for Reliance, HDFC Bank, and ICICI Bank. Now, finally, what happened yesterday? We had Reliance, which dropped significantly, even though there are a lot of hype on CNBC, which is, of course, a part of Reliance Group, and expectedly so that you will get a hype from there. But HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank went up because they were highly oversold. So if you look at it today, the bears have to go to some tarot readers and astrologers, and they are experiencing a great deal of pain because they are jumping it in something negative and then going full hog because the analysts or the fund managers are egging them on. So here it was, Nifty, it opened and it went down below the previous close. For a long time, it was about 100 points lower, and then it slowly and steadily took off, and then the final stages, there was short covering. So and again, it ended about 25,000. So people are looking at 25,000 as some big number. Actually, that is no number because after all, it is what we call index is just a synthetic number. It is a combination of so many factors. Reliance was down yesterday, so it could have as well gone below 25,000 and the market could have still remained strong. So the advance declines were good yesterday in favor of advances slightly, but overall, many of the indices closed in the green. So bank market was led by banking heavyweights, closing at day's high. Nifty reclaimed 25,000. Sensex rose 443 points. So HDFC Bank, as I mentioned, HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank went up. In the cash market, the fund flow FIs continue to sell about 1,680 crores. DIs bought double of them, so totally about 1,900 crores was bought by the institutions. And I don't have the data here, but the data shows as far as the derivatives are concerned, the retailers are heavily long as far as the put options are concerned, and they've sold call options, so they are negative, whereas the ultra high net worth individuals, the proprietary traders are all positive on the market. I expect the proprietary traders and the institutions to win today. So Dow Jones flattered to deceive. Actually, US markets flattered to deceive because at one point of time, Dow Jones was up by 100 230 points. Finally, it closed in the negative, which is not a very good sign technically, but we have to see what will happen today onwards because the futures are showing about plus 80 points on the Dow Jones. S&P also did the same thing. It closed flat to slightly higher. Nasdaq was the best of the lot, closing 0.4 higher. As far as the European markets are concerned, they were mixed. FTSE slightly high, CAC slightly down, and DAX completely flat. As far as commodities are concerned, Brent is slowly and steadily coming down. Gold is also down. Silver is the one which has gone up. Silver is close to 39.6 or something is the, the recent high. The recent high would mean about 12 years high of 39.6, I think. And I am expecting that silver will go to 44 sooner or later. We are biased because we hold silver base as a significant component of our portfolios. So now here is the interesting thing. Last week, 10 days ago, when SEBI went hammer and tongs at Jane Street, I was probably the one analyst who was on the other side saying that SEBI does not really have a very good case. Jane Street will come back, and they have come back. They have actually allowed now to trade in Indian derivatives market. The reasoning being that pressure has been put on SEBI that if they do not allow, volumes will dwindle. Now I think volumes will slowly, steadily come back to normal. But the moot point is SEBI was, in my opinion, erred by just pushing Jane Street out of the market. Jane Street is taking them to the Securities Appellate Tribunal. I feel they have a very good chance of winning, notwithstanding that they have put in the, the fine levied by SEBI, which is about 4,600 crores. SEBI claims they have made about 50,000 crores. So 1/10 of it is what they have fined them, which is very ridiculous, I would say. So that's what it is. So core sector data came. The growth was slightly higher, 1.7% versus 1.2%. I mean, on month. June coal production came down. I suspect it is because of the rains. Crude oil, of course, no great demand. Natural gas, steel, good demand at 9.3%. Cement at 9.2%. These are going to tell you where the economy is going. The economy is going to go steadily. Of course, it may not get reflected in steel and cement stocks immediately, but I think in the next 3 quarters, I think it will get reflected. So we are bullish on that sectors, but we do not really have both steel and cement stocks. Though on an intraday basis, I trade Ultratech Cement on all declines. Yesterday, Ultratech Cement results came, and they were good in my opinion, though there was a lot of volatility. Interesting thing here, SBI, which was the largest QIP, got a demand of more than 4.5 per times, and this has got a 25,000 crore QIP. The shares have been priced at a premium to floor price at 811, and LIC has bought most part of it. So what are the stocks to watch? Results came in yesterday. Zomato came with results. In my opinion, they are pathetic. But Zomato, we have seen it's controlled by a few funds, and they come on TV and talk up the share. So yesterday it went up, and probably it will follow. Ultratech Cement came with good results. MCX and BSE, because of Jane Street, they should be in focus. MRPL, the management says the GRMs have improved. PNB Housing, the results were good. And then Titan has acquired Damas. Damas is a very big jewelry company in the Middle East, so that may have some reflected value on Titan. CI Automotive, nothing great, because the automotive ancillaries are not doing great. They are good, but not great. So that is neutral. Negative is Bajaj Finance. The MD has resigned. I suspect Mr. Anup Saha, who was the MD, will join IndusInd Bank. Havells results are pathetic. Oberoi Realty results also pathetic. So you're having top line in realty companies, but bottom line is not good. So what are the cues to watch locally? We have earnings coming up on M&M Finance. L&T Finance came with very good results, so I think M&M Finance also will do that. Cyient is another one. United Breweries will be very interesting to watch. I think they will come with good results. KEA is another good company. I think they should come with good results. Zenstar, IRFC, neither here nor there. Jana also will not be anything great. Paytm results should be good. And Colgate Palmolive will be again watched very carefully. Then you have Dalmia Bharat Cement Company, Mahanagar Gas, Dixon Tech, and Z Entertainment. Z Entertainment is very controversial, so it's very difficult to say how it will perform. Gift Nifty shows a green start. I do not really believe too much into Gift Nifty, but nevertheless, that's what it is. So at the end, the analysts were scratching their heads. So if somebody went to them and asked them, how's the market, bullish or bearish, they would have said rubbish, because they would have lost money for themselves and for their clients. So I would be very careful in just, listening to the talking voices on TV, because they are going to, tell something which is contrary to what really is happening. So I would continue to be bullish, as I'm saying, and we buy on all declines. So whatever you do, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.